What's going on, world? Brian Wright here, and you're now tuned into the Brian Wright Radio Show, where we offer value, and in exchange, we change people's lives, where they can go out there and apply these principles to the world, where they can leave it a better place than where they found it. I want to say thank you to everybody that's taking the time to listen to me right now. It's not taken for granted, and I'm excited that you would listen to my voice and you would plan your day around wondering what I have to say next. I appreciate y'all. Today's topic is going to be pressure. Now, my school, right, is very intense. And even on top of school, I still write songs. And even on top of writing songs, I still got to be a father. And even on top of being a father, guess what I got to pay bills. And guess what else I got to do? I got to take care of car maintenance. I got to take care of health insurance. I got to take care of dental. You got to make sure that you can handle the pressure. My school is every 30 days. You do not have a lot of time to think. You just have to do. It's straight actions, because if there's not straight actions, you're not going to be in the school. They will drop you like a bad habit. Trust me, I've seen it done before. But you have to be able to handle that pressure, because they're teaching you how it's going to be in the entertainment industry. You know, the entertainment industry, especially music, is fast, especially in today's world with the internet. If a person takes too much time off, they'll be forgotten about. Nobody even remember them. They'll be on to the next joker. They don't care. What are they doing right now? We live in a what are you doing for me right now type of world. And in that type of world, you got to be able to handle the pressure. But you can't be afraid of the pressure, because at the same time, pressure busts pipes. Pressure creates diamonds too. And that's what everybody should be striving to be, a diamond. To transform yourself into something valuable, to be just as valuable, where people will pay a lot more, just like they'll pay for diamonds now. But you got to be able to handle that pressure. And when that pressure comes, you gotta say to yourself, no matter what happens, this is not going to break me. No matter what comes up, no matter what obstacle I run into, no matter who tell me no matter what comes up against me, I will prevail against it. And I'm saying that it's easier said than done, because at times pressure gets the best of all of us. You know, sometimes you just got to take time off. But majority of the time, you can't take too much time off, especially if you're not where you want to be in life yet. I once heard Steve Harvey say, if you ain't where you want to be in life, then why are you relaxing? So at the same time where I got all this pressure, I'm thinking, hey, it's good. Because you know what? Something's keeping me accountable to these goals. Something is keeping me going where I got to wake up every day. And I'm just like, yo, these people want to hear my voice. They want to hear what you have to say, Brian. They want to hear your wisdom. So you got to be able to handle the pressure. I'm dropping a song every month. You got to be able to handle the pressure, because that's where I want to be in life. Also, Steve Harvey said, I can't complain what God put on my plate, because I asked to eat. And that's what I'm doing. I'm asking to eat. I want more. Until I get it, I won't slow down at all. I'm going to be dealing with pressure until the time come where I change my life. Because you know why? I want to be a diamond. I want to live a better life. I want to thrive. I want to strive. Think about everybody that's striving right now. They didn't fold under pressure, and they kept going no matter how difficult it got. No matter how many people said they couldn't do it. No matter how many of their critics said, hey, it can't be done. They said, you know what? I know this is a lot of pressure, but I'm still going to put myself on the front line for it. I'm still going to, you see that wall right there? Watch me run through it. Because you know why? Because I understand on the other side of pressure, I'm going to become a diamond. Now, I'm not saying that you should break yourself mentally or anything like that, because I go to therapy too. I go to therapy. You know, sometimes my mental get rocked. You know, sometimes I be feeling like folding and stuff like that. But I got to remember, hey, Brian, you got a daughter. Hey, Brian, you got a mama that you want to take care of. Hey, Brian, you got a life that you want to live. Hey, Brian, your daughter want to go on trips. Hey, Brian, you want to go overseas. Hey, Brian, you want to live in a nice house. Hey, Brian, you want a Porsche? You want a Range Rover? I want these things. So guess what I have to do? I have to get to work. And what comes with the work is pressure. Pressure to do a better song. Pressure to do a better video. Pressure to talk to y'all about different topics every day that I can think about. So much pressure. But you know what, though? I'm excited to be in this position. You know why? Because it makes me feel like a leader. Now, I feel like everybody has a little bit of leader in them. Most people don't think that, but you do. And at the same time, I used to be a sergeant, and sergeants know this, that when you're in a leadership position, it's a lot of pressure, not only for you to perform, but for your soldiers to perform too. And guess what? Your soldiers don't perform well. Guess what happened? It make you look bad. So you got to make sure that you can handle the pressure of, yo, these soldiers about to do the right thing, and I got all this holding on my plate and all that stuff. I used to do a job to where I was a 92 Yankee supply in the Army, and my job was to keep up with a bunch of inventory stuff. And if anything was missing, you could get in trouble. You could be held liable financially. Like if you would lose something like a weapon or something along that line, like the whole post was shut down. And we used to do something called change of commands. And what we used to do with change of commands is we used to walk a new boss. I'm going to use it in civilian terms. We call it commander. But we had to walk a new boss in. We had to walk a new boss in. And, we had to show them everything. Everything that was in the company before that was signed for, we was accountable for, I had to show the new commander. And that was a lot of pressure. Because at the same time, this is the first impression that someone gets of you as a sergeant. And you working strictly with the boss, what y'all call the boss in the civilian world. You working strictly with the boss. So guess what? If you look bad, you ain't got no manager over you. You just got the straight boss, and you looking like a straight dirt bag. And everybody gonna talk about you. You had this, you messed up this, you misplaced that. Next thing you know, the commander gonna get in trouble. The boss, your old boss that's trying to get himself relieved of command, he's gonna be under pressure because you wasn't doing your job. So it's a lot of people depending on me. Just like there, it's a lot of people. My daughter, my mom, my sisters, my brother, my nieces, my nephews. I understand that I am the chosen one. And through being the chosen one, you have to be able to handle the pressure of being the chosen one. Because the universe would not, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, would not bring you this far if you wasn't worthy of it. So when you stressed, at the same time, I'm not saying that you should be glad and stuff like that, but you should look at it from a different perception. You should think to yourself, man, look at all this stress coming. That means I'm taking on more. That means more can come from this. That means that I'm being held accountable. That means that I'm waking up with a purpose. That means that I got people depending on me. That means I'm in a leadership role. That's all pressure is. Pressure is just meant for you to perform. Think about game sevens when they got LeBron James, when he was playing and he was down 3-1 to Golden State, and Golden State looked like they were about to win. And guess what LeBron did? It was a lot of pressure for him. He ain't never won a championship, by himself, quote unquote, That's a whole different topic. But what I'm saying is it was a lot of pressure for them to play that way and win 4 straight games. Well, 3 straight games. And they came back and they won the NBA championship. And LeBron blocked that shot. I know everybody remember the LeBron block. Gotta imagine how much pressure he was under when the guy missed that shot. And he was like, oh snap, I gotta do something because I gotta win this championship. What'd he do? Bop. He pinned Iguodala's shot right off the backboard. Kyrie hit the 3. Next thing you know, it was over. Crowned them champions. Imagine how much pressure that was. I remember he told them boys, and I don't want to go on a sports rant, but this is what he told them. If you don't believe we can come back in this series, don't get on the plane and don't come to the Bay. I don't want you on my team if you don't believe. You talking about other guys. LeBron was ready for the pressure. And he had to make sure those guys was ready for the pressure because they was going to give it their all. And that's what I'm going to do under pressure. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to show y'all that this is what I'm designed to do. I'm going to show y'all that I'm a chosen one. I'm going to show y'all that I'm an anomaly. And everybody that's listening to me right now, you are an anomaly, whether you believe that or not. Because you know why? That's why you listen to this stuff. There's a quote that goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's the reason why you listening to this. I'm not superior to you. I'm just speaking knowledge that I'm just learning over time. And I'm trying to give someone else out there the game where they can circumvent and they can go around the mistakes that I made. And they can believe in themselves now. But that's why you listening to this, because you know you're an anomaly. You know you're the chosen one, and you know your whole family is dependent on you. It's your job to break this curse. It's your job to make sure your mom has a place to live when she's old. It's your job to ensure that your family has a legacy and you don't pass in the same thing that we was passed down in this broken system who treats people like crap if you are of poverty. People are in poverty, you know why? Because they can't handle the pressure or they run away from the pressure. They can't handle the pressure or they run away from the pressure. But you know what? You need to rejoice because you know why? Because you're under pressure. That means you're a chosen one. And trust me, we all struggle. We all sometimes pressure gonna hit you with a blow and you gotta lay down. But guess what? You gotta get back up because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm trying to tell you, everybody on this radio show that's listening right now, I really want you to understand that you're an anomaly. I really want you to understand that if you keep going, you're gonna break this curse. I want you to know that when the pressure comes, you will prevail if you don't let it knock you down too long. You will prevail. And I believe in every last one of y'all that's listening to this. I believe in you because I know what it's like to want to do something new. And then next thing you know, you got to go through the pain of it, learning it. You got to go through the pain, the error, the trial, the error, losing money and all that stuff. We've all been there before, bro. We all been there before. I've been there before. Probably going to be there again in the future. But guess what? I'm going to be smarter with it this time when I get it. So with that being said, come to the pressure. Don't run from it. Come to it and rejoice that you're in it. Because on the other side, you're going to become a diamond. The other side, you're going to be that chosen one. It's going to manifest. And they're going to see it within your life. And in the next 5 to 10 years, they're going to wish they had your life. They're going to see you and they're going to go, man, that's what he was talking about this whole time. Hey, man, y'all remember he was talking about coming up with that idea? You remember when we laughed at him? We told him he wasn't going to do it. Next thing you know, he got him a nice house. He got him money flowing. He happy in being with his family. He happy going on trips. Yeah, I'm not saying he's still not dealing with pressure, but he learned that it won't gonna break him. And he learned every time he has something new that he wants to do, that pressure's gonna come. But if you just don't fold, you can do it and you can achieve it. So, you know how it go. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, from here on out, the pressure, it might hit me, but it ain't gonna knock me out. And I'm glad that I got pressure because that means that my life is going to another level. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all know the motto. No distractions until rich. Level up.